back with week 6 of the Bucks Report of the 2025 football season. And the Covington Buccaneers in week 4 were coming off of an unfortunate 22-21 loss against another very talented team, which is Miami East, at Miami East. But we've got a few of our injured players back, and it was obvious that night the intensity level raised to extremely high level.
Yeah, they put their butts off, man. I was really proud of the level of energy and the level of toughness they had all game long. So, you know, almost all of our guys go both ways and play, special teams and everything. So, I thought it was an awesome, just an awesome amount of toughness that they all showed, and then that you can hear with the energy and the presence and the purpose they bring. So, really proud of that and those guys.
Well, when people look at our overall record, we're 0-4. Yes, we're 0-4 against other teams, but the other teams we played are combined 15-1. So the competition we played is really good, and outside of the 2 games where we had almost so many of those kids out of the lineup because they were injured, outside of those 2 games, we played pretty well.
Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. I'm a big believer in competition breeds excellence. You know, we don't want to go play slouch teams because you might get a win, right? I don't believe you get better in that sense. Especially now with the 12 playoff team, format, you win a handful of games during the playoffs. So our goal is to get better. We just want to improve and have growth. And so, playing those good teams, like I think you mentioned 15-1, right? You said, with the combined record, that's what we want to do. I mean, we always want to do. It just makes us, I think, a better overall team. And I think you're starting to see it now. We've gotten better each week. We've grown each week, and that continues by hopefully now mid-season, even later, we're just playing better and better and better in football. And by week 10, you're in playoffs, and we're playing some darn good football, hopefully.
Well, the way our team started the game was really impressive. If I remember right, I think our opening drive, our first drive, we scored a touchdown, and we ended up going up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. And was the second touchdown? I'm trying to remember. If we didn't we hold Miami East on a 4th and goal, and we stopped them at the 1-yard line and had a 99-yard drive?
The 99 was a little bit later in the game. That was the second half, I believe, the 99-yard drive. Our first 2 drives, we just drove the entire field, scored. Third drive, we got down to R1, and we had unfortunate penalties and kind of some silly mistakes, pull us back out of the red zone, and then we kind of got forced in some play calls there. And then we had a field goal and they got blocked in that third one. So really, we should have been up 21-0 to start the game. We just got hurt ourselves by shooting on the foot there. And then, the rest was kind of on from there.
Well, and the thing that really hurt us the most in that game was the 14 penalties. Now, granted, one of the penalties they declined, but still, we had 14 penalties, and they were legitimate penalties.
Oh yeah.
False starts, holdings, illegal lineman downfield. Those penalties really hurt us.
They did, huge. So we had on the 1-yard line, we couldn't score because of penalties. We had 2 drives that were killed because of penalties, where we moved the ball and we get some weird scenarios like 2nd and real long, 3rd and real long, and had to get forced into some deeper shots that are harder to complete. So these penalties really hurt us. We had 7 total drives and 3 of them were stopped because of penalties. So that's a huge difference. 4 of them were stopped because of penalties. So that's a huge difference in the game. 4 drives we kind of wasted away because of penalties.
Well, and there's really a critical part of the penalties is it stopped the clock. And we were eating up a lot of time on the clock with our offense. So when we had the ball 1st and goal at the 1 there in the 2nd quarter, we had the false start, holding penalty, set us back. If we wouldn't have had those penalties, and regardless if we wouldn't have scored, they would have not had an opportunity to score with 26 seconds in the half. So that made it a 14-7 halftime lead. Those penalties.
Where it should have been a 21-0 halftime lead, So I know. I agree too, That did hurt us a lot. The one drive that I was really proud of, though, we had the one coming out in the 3rd quarter where we got pinned on our 1-yard line because of the kickoff, and we drove 99 yards. It was starting mid-3rd quarter because it took off 10 minutes off the clock.
And we ended up scoring in the 4th quarter, that's right.
And that was our, so it started like with, 6 or something like that, 6 minutes, or it was 9 minutes in the 3rd quarter. chewed up all that time into the fourth quarter. So we took a 20-play drive, which was crazy for our guys. That was awesome. That's one of the cool parts of the game. You're just showing the amount of toughness. So we're capable of sustaining the long drive. We just got to do it all the time. But we had a 20-play drive, take 10 minutes off the clock, go up 21-7. And then we ended up giving some big plays of defense, and some, also the punt block for safety that really hurt us. But 21-7, late fourth quarter was an awesome thing for our kids to show that level of toughness is 100% capable, 100% attainable to do that. Because I think a 20-play drive is something that's really hard to do. To not screw things up, to not get behind the sticks, to not have the penalties, to not have all those things happen. And when we did it, now our goal is to do it all the time, every drive, not just one drive a game of having those really cool drives.
Well, and even though Miami East went up 22-21, we still had the ball to have an opportunity to score. I think there was like 2 or 3 minutes left on the clock. We got down, I think, around the 30 or something, and didn't we have a couple penalties set us back? We still got down, and we ended up short on a fourth down.
Yeah.
Like it was like a yard or two short on that play.
Yeah.
So just the battle of our kids gave to try to come back and score again, it was pretty impressive.
I'll tell you what, our kids are warriors. I mean, they're kind of like, it was a tough game, and I know we came up short, but they're a kind of team that you don't want to play all the time because they're going to come punch in the face, and they're going to keep swinging, they're going to keep going. And that's what, the relentless is all about, is we're going to keep coming at you. We're going to keep doing what we do, and we are not going to relent. And that's what the boys did, and it's just, came up a little short.
Well, and the good thing is the mistakes we made can be corrected. And the kids are focused on that.
Oh yeah, we just got our practice today. It was an awesome day. You can just tell there's an urgency right now that they want to get better. And our goal this year is this group's team. During our summer camp, their goal is to consistently play with purpose and presence. So seeing how we do things, the way we do things, that's the purpose side. The presence is they want people to feel us, energy, communication, overall body language. That presence, when you walk up, you sit to me and you go, dang, that team's here to play. Like, that's the presence they want to have, and then a purpose of a why behind what we do. And so they've been working like crazy on that all year long, and I think you're starting to see more and more that come through now, and in the games too. Okay, well this week we have Riverside. We're into our 5th week of the season, and it's only our 2nd home game. Yeah. So Riverside, and pretty much since the TRC started, Riverside's been one of the good programs in the league. So they're going to be a stiff challenge for us this week. So what is the team doing to prepare themselves to hopefully capture a win over Riverside? Yeah, the big message all week is kind of similar to last week. We said getting back to us was last week. Get back to doing what we do. This week it's all about being us, like who we are, doing what we do, getting rid of some of the dumb mistakes, getting rid of some of the silly things, and just consistently playing football the way we know how to play football, or the way we should play football. Because like I said, we're totally capable of it. We just got to do it every play. So yeah, just focusing on it's about us. Like, it's about what we do. I mean, Riverside, they have some good players, they have some good teams, and they have a great culture too. And they've won a lot of games. But it's not about them. We have a sign up there that's the Buck versus the Bucks. It's about what can we do to prepare for the game. How can we have the right energy, keep ourselves in condition, take care of our bodies all week long, focus on everything, study the scouting report, watch film, and the list goes on. It's about us. Like, focus on what we do will be the edge in the game. Okay, one more question I want to go back at. Now, I hate continue to talk about all the injuries we've had. Yeah. But the blessing to that is the fact that we've had some younger kids getting experience on the field, and we had the more experienced kids were providing leaderships to these younger kids. The most impressive young kid that I thought it was unbelievable Friday night against Miami East was Cooper Turner, who's a freshman. Oh yeah. That kid had a sack, or combined with the sack with Sam Hellman. He ran the ball hard. I mean, that kid played so hard Friday night. Yeah. And he did not look like a freshman. Yeah, and those were meaningful varsity minutes. It wasn't like end of the game cleanup time. It was like we trust him to go in there and play football with the guys, and he did a heck of a job, man. He's a fun kid to coach because he wants to get better. He's getting tougher every day, and he's really starting to shine real well. And we saw it in camp. Naturally he had some skill and potential. I think he's gotten better every day since. Another kid, Ryan Brown. That's what our starter on the offensive line that is in there because of an injury.
and our quarterback only got sacked one time against a really good Miami East football team.
Yeah.
So that had a lot, granted we had some of our other starters back in, but Ryan Brown played very well in that game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Ryan Brown, we do our grade outs each week. He's one of our highest grade outs in the line every week as a freshman. Now that doesn't mean he always does the best, it's just he does the right thing the right way more often than not than everybody else. So I think that kid, he kind of gets overshined because he started all year. There was an older guy that was supposed to start that spot that got injured, and Ryan Brown answered the call and has been just killing it since. He never slowed down. He's just gotten better every week, and he's by far a true varsity starter now. He's not just the guy that's playing backup to kind of keep that spot warm. He is the starter, and he is the guy. He's done a phenomenal job of owning that spot.
Well, and unfortunately, we have had too many unfortunate injuries. We're starting to get people back now.
Yeah.
And for the long term, the fact that these younger players have gotten more experience and more confidence, our depth later in the season is going to raise to another level. And I think we're going to have success.
I agree. I agree with a ton of that. And the cool thing, too, now we're getting these guys back. A lot of these young guys, like you said, have been playing varsity the last couple weeks. Finally, have enough guys back that should be healthy, ready to go. We should have a JV game Saturday to where they actually go play guys their age now, finally. So I'm excited to watch those guys go play JV. They're at Riverside on Saturday morning. But I'm excited for that just because they've been practicing like crazy against older guys every day. Haven't played varsity games when they're not quite ready. So the opportunity for them to go play some JV on Saturday will be awesome for them.
Okay, well, up next we're going to talk to two key leadership players that have really helped these younger guys. Two juniors, Johnny Football Miller and James Kuether, two great kids.
Yeah.
Back again with week 6 of the BuccsReport with 2025 season. I'm here with junior Johnny Miller and James Kuether, both juniors, and they're returning lettermen from last year and their first year starters. So what did you guys do in the off season to prepare for yourself to become starters on this football team?
I just showed up every day in the weight room, every morning we had, and just put in that extra work. Sundays, me and Jordan would go out in the backyard, do some football drills and stuff.
Yeah, like he mentioned, all the lifting and on the winter and summer and all that. And then we'd also have some skill sessions on like Sunday, and all the receivers would go and it's much more.
Okay, well, unfortunately, this early part of the season, we've had several key players who've gotten injured, and it kind of cost us a little bit. It cost us a lot in the first 3 games. So we got a few of the guys back this past week, but through those first 3 weeks, how much leadership did you guys provide to the younger players that were on the field?
Yeah, it took a lot of leadership, like being vocal, like getting them up and energized and stuff. Like you just had to get going, you had to tell them what they're doing mainly, and like just get them going.
Yeah, partially with that, it is the beginning of the season, so they don't all know what they're doing yet. So leadership, you guys show them how it's done first.
Okay, so this past week against Miami East, unfortunately we lost by 1 point, but the intensity level had raised up a lot, and we got a few of the players back that were injured, and that was key. So from you guys in your positions, how much did those players that return, how much did they help our defense?
Well, it helped a lot. The energy was way up when they came back. The intensity was just way up too. I thought it was great.
Yeah, the energy was way up, and then without having a lot of young guys, there's just less mistakes happening on football.
Okay, well, and the most critical part was the defensive, the running game. And our defense held them pretty good. Now, granted, they had a couple long passes, and even in the passing game, I think we played a lot better than we did in the first 3 games. Do you guys agree with that? And can you kind of explain on how the level had went up this past week?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we executed the running game and that passing game pretty well. And I think that just our DBs and safeties just executed pretty well.
Yeah, execution was there a lot more. We were making a lot less of the stupid mistakes, just going to our reads and being disciplined.
Well, defensively, we had 3 interceptions, and you had one of them.
Yes.
And so what was the key in the interception that you made?
Like I said, discipline. You gotta stay with your read. Even if you think you're gonna be wrong, you stay with it, and it'll lead you to the right place.
Okay, so this coming Friday, we have only our 2nd home game so far this season. We've only had one in the first 4 games, so we're finally at home in a renovated stadium. So how excited are you guys to finally be back home, and playing another TRC team?
I am pumped up for that game.
I'm really excited for it. Home game's always better. You have so much more energy from your fans, and then it's just home, so you feel like you gotta do more to protect it.
Okay, so what's your guys' preparation to get ready for playing Riverside this week? What preparation are you guys and your teammates going through?
Just a lot of focus and practices, and, working hard every day, and just showing up.
Yeah, you really gotta focus on the things specific to them. Like last week's gone, we made mistakes. Yes, learned from those, but moved on to Riverside. Focus on it.
Okay, I got another question. You, especially you, James, you remember back in the day when your brother played football and the culture of the program back then. Can you see that the culture of this program now is getting back to that level?
I think it is. The culture was really strong back then. Everybody was really disciplined, and they got mad if they weren't doing well, and we started to see that come back.
And you guys are getting back to that level now, you think? Good. Well, for Ben Robinson and the 2 juniors right here, Johnny Football and James Kuether, good night and
Go
Go
Bucks!
Bucks.